Chelsea are an embarrassment. We are in game week 16 and just look at us, position 12, mid-table team, and it has been going for so long since last year, since last season. And to imagine that we have spent almost 1 point something billion in the last 3 seasons to create this wonderful team, so much talent, the world beaters. You have the best player in England in Reece James. You have the best player in Argentina. Not the best player, I think the second or third best player in Argentina. We have the best player in Ukraine. We have the best player in, I mean, this team should be performing without even a coach. And now that we have a coach who just won the PSG, we should be like really excelling. Why are we not excelling? I will tell you one problem. The only problem that we have right now, I know everybody has made their inferences, inquisitiveness, like every person has their own reason. But honestly, without any biasness, I'm telling you the problem right now is Pochettino, and Pochettino like needs to go. And here's why. Pochettino has misprofiled the players in Chelsea. Like Enzo Fernandez is a good deploying playmaker. You could see how he played in Benfica. You could see how he played in Argentina and even in Chelsea last year. And to imagine that last year you were saying like we need another midfielder just to free Enzo Fernandez. How do you free a player? You free a player by making sure that you have somebody running around him. Like you had to have a host player, the likes of Kante, the likes of I think Henderson. Like they run around the player, they make sure that they clean the field to the player so that if the player gets the ball, he has the spaces to make the right decisions. And we know Enzo Fernandez can make those right decisions. And now Pochettino comes in, he thinks that no, we didn't sign Caicedo or who to do that work. We signed Caicedo to be the deploying playmaker or the defensive midfielder. And now where do we put Enzo Fernandez? We either play him as a 10 or if we don't like it or he underperforms as a 10, we try to bring him as a 8 but we pushes him to the wing. So you have a person who is misprofiled and can't work to his strength. The same thing is happening to even Caicedo. Like Caicedo is not playing to his strength. And now even at the front, now you have people like running around and it's just football. Football should be a free will play, like free will game. Like if you get talented players, you just show them direction. You tell them like you have to pass, which is a basic thing for any professional player. You have to pass, you have to shoot, you have to, I don't know, like even dribbling is extra, but passing, shooting, running with the ball, those are some of the most basic things for any player, and that should be the case for Chelsea. But even in the last game, you had somebody like just under small pressure, they can't pass, wrong passes, like people losing the game. And I could tell, like, okay, this is not the player because Enzo Fernandez, when he's playing in Argentina, like, usually passes even when there's so much pressure. Like, he's playing so comfortable and they're facing Brazil. Why can't they play comfortable facing Bournemouth and not even Bournemouth, Everton? What is the big problem that Enzo Fernandez faces in Chelsea that he doesn't faces when he's facing Argentina? And it's not just Enzo Fernandez, it's Caicedo. It's all those defenders. Like Badiashile. It's Reece James. Now you have people dribbling Reece James. How does it happen? If it's not just planning, like Pochettino, when he was coaching Spurs, he had this caliber of players that were so experienced, and I don't think it really did much for them. Like he got a lot of credit, and people like Wanyama, people like Dembele, they were just really really good footballers. Like in the defense, Alderweireld, Ventogen, what is it said? Like they were very very good. And now with those experiences, now you think like, okay, this Pochettino, because he has done that, he will do the same. They didn't look at PSG. PSG, the guy had Neymar, the guy had Messi, the guy had Mbappe, and still managed to like bottle so many cups. He even managed to make Messi just score six goals in a full season. I think Pochettino needs to be sacked. I know it's a lose-lose situation for the guy, the guy owning Chelsea. Like, but he just spent 700 million in his baseball team. I think he can do another 100 million for a coach. We think like Chelsea has a, a, a packed team, like it has a stacked team, like it has all the players. We just need a technicians, like a tacticians to look at the players, profile them correctly, come up with a way for us to play. Like Sarri had a way for us to play. Even Tuchel has had a way for us to play. I don't think why Pochettino does not have. It's saddening. It's quite saddening. We need to change. We need to really not improve. Sack Pochettino. I think that's the only position that's left. If you want Chelsea to get out of the relegation zone, because we are closer to relegation than closer to four, and if even Wenger used to take 17-year-olds and 18-year-olds to the Champions League, he was fighting for position 4. Why are we fighting for position 4 when you have already spent like more than 1.5 billion? This is not correct. Somebody should tell. I don't think these people just see the how how big this thing is. They just can't see why a team such as Aston Villa is able to be at position 3 without spending, while Chelsea, which has spent more than 1 point something billion, can't even go to top of like top 10, can't even be at number 6. This is absurd. The remedy is to repeat after me, sack Pochettino.